Welcome to Central Avenue. I'm Carol Montgomery.
And I'm Don Jacks. Here's a preview of some of the stories we'll be covering in this edition. First, we'll talk with Jim Zane about resumption.
We'll find out what the Reconfiguration Study really means to Rocky Flats employees.
Changes are on the way for the salaried compensation program.
And we'll see how one group is working to improve communication with local communities.
Plutonium operations at Rocky Flats have now been curtailed for well over a year. During this time, both the Department of Energy and EG&G have worked to improve the margin of safety associated with plant operations and reduce even further the low risk to public health and the environment. Although progress has been slower than expected overall, General Manager Jim Zane is pleased with the plant effort.
We're doing very well on resumption right now. I'm particularly pleased with what's happening in 559 at this point in time. Very pleased with what's happening in 707. We're having a little bit of trouble getting started in 771.
Building 559 is scheduled to resume operations in the summer of this year. Several major milestones have been passed, paving the way for a successful operational readiness review and ultimately Secretary Watkins' approval to restart operations.
The SAR the SAR work is essentially complete. The new OSR is complete and will be issued here in a matter of weeks. The procedures are complete at this point in time. The training is going very, very well on 559, and we have a large crew of people down there now that are really cleaning the place up.
Removing plutonium from the plant's exhaust ductwork is a prerequisite for resumption in affected buildings. According to Jim McCluskey, manager of the remediation project, ductwork in Building 707 will be virtually cleared of plutonium later this year.
We're about half completed in Building 707. We have the second floor to complete. We're just starting in Building 771. The progress in the last month has been excellent, and we're hoping that that will continue. I think it's truly a team effort. I think it's exceptional what some of the people have been able to do, and they're very, very dedicated, hardworking people.
Another issue which may affect resumption is the upcoming inspection and evaluation, or I&E, of the plant's security system. The I&E will be a top priority until it is successfully completed and will temporarily divert efforts away from resumption. This could affect restart schedules for Buildings 707 and 771.
We've really put highest priority on the I&E work, and we're forming some 21 task teams to really blitz that work. And that may have an impact on resumption. Probably not much on 559, could hit 707, and will definitely make it difficult on 771.
Rather than coming out and looking at parts of our security system, they're going to come out and evaluate the entire security system. They will stay longer, they will have more people. The I&E is scheduled to begin on the 6th of May. We expect to have 80 headquarters inspectors here for 3 weeks. It's going to be a very, very difficult inspection.
A successful inspection and evaluation is critical to Rocky Flats' future. Failure to pass the I&E could postpone resumption of plutonium operations indefinitely.
In other news, Secretary of Energy James Watkins released the Reconfiguration Study for the nation's nuclear weapons complex on February 7th. The study is the beginning of an initiative to restructure, consolidate, and upgrade the complex to meet future defense needs. The study focuses on two primary alternatives. The no action option would leave the complex virtually as is, with upgrades necessary to meet federal, state, and local requirements. The reconfiguration option offers two alternative plans. The first is Configuration A, downsizing and modernizing in place. The second is Configuration B, maximum consolidation. Under Configuration A, nuclear facilities in the weapons complex would be upgraded, replaced, or consolidated at their current location. An exception would be Rocky Flats, whose functions would be relocated to another site. Under Option B, maximum consolidation, Rocky Flats and at least one other facility that handles nuclear materials would be relocated to a common site. This is the Secretary's preferred option. For non-nuclear manufacturing, the Secretary prefers consolidating all operations into one existing facility.
While it's true the Secretary of Energy prefers an option calling for the relocation of Rocky Flats, there's no need for employees or their families to panic. According to Bob Nelson, manager of the Department of Energy's Rocky Flats office, the plant will remain in Colorado well into the next century.
I don't think it really should be a great concern to employees today. I mean, we're really talking a whole professional career. And following that, of course, there will be many years of cleanup operations and perhaps a decontamination and disassembly of the current facility. So there's a lot of years of work at Rocky Flats left.
A final decision will not be made until a complex-wide environmental impact statement is completed in 1993. A formal record of decision is not expected until 1994.
We'll be back with more news after this word about traffic safety.
Where to?
Body shop, 71st and 1st.
Yeah, no use. Love your commercial. Safety belts, right?
That's where you going, man?
I tell her, missus, she loves you guys. She doesn't buckle up either.
Told you nobody's listening.
You need anybody? Listen, Odie drivers part-time. Really inactive? Thinks it's just a little slow. Just put seatbelts in my cab. Nobody uses them. Guess they feel safe with me.
If we'd had half a brain, we'd have buckled up.
Hey, bumper breath, I do have half a brain.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Arrive alive. Drive safely.
Changes to the plant's salaried compensation program have begun at the plant. Salaried employees should have completed their annual performance appraisals, and fine-tuning of the exempt salary structure is underway. Here's a quick rundown of the major changes. First, the number of exempt salary grades is being reduced from 16 to 9. The number of non-exempt salary grades will remain at 8. The range between the minimum and maximum salary in each grade will be increased. Beginning in April, all promotions from one salary grade to another will include promotional dollars. Previously, employees were commonly promoted without this benefit. Job titles will be changed to more accurately reflect the employee's responsibilities. This will be especially true within the engineering job categories. A new performance appraisal system has been implemented. All salaried employees will now receive their performance appraisals during the month of February. Merit increases will be given to all salaried employees in April. Tony Beruman, manager of salaried compensation, feels the program will be a success because it reflects the needs of both employees and management.
We feel that they contributed to the program, and it's not just a human resource program or a salary compensation department program. It has ownership with upper management, the AGMs, and the employees.
On a related note, employees should be looking for these envelopes in your home mail. They contain important information about your benefits program. The envelopes bear a new logo designed to draw attention and remind employees that benefits-related mailings often require a response, or notify employees of important dates and actions they must take to maintain their benefits program.
We'll be back with a story on community relations right after this look at employee discounts.
Check out these great discounts on local activities from the employee store. Discounts and coupons are available on a first-come, first-served basis, so don't delay. For more information, contact Mary Singer at 966-7483.
Rocky Flats works hard to be a good neighbor, and being a good neighbor means keeping citizens informed on important plant issues. Getting the word out is the job of community relations, headed by Terry Smith.
My vision is that the public image of this plant needs to be improved. There's a lot of good things that happen here, a lot of good people that work here, and good programs that needs to get out to the public.
Spreading the word requires a comprehensive program that provides local communities with ample opportunity to get the facts about the plant. Community Relations uses a wide range of tools to do just that.
We have a tour program, we have a Speakers Bureau program, we hold, seems like scores of public meetings. We brief local officials, we put out a newsletter. Any avenue we can find to communicate with the public.
Community Relations fielded an active program during 1990, sponsoring or supporting more than 30 public meetings. They arranged 147 public tours, provided speakers for 105 local presentations, with an attendance of more than 5,100 persons. For 1991, Smith is hoping to expand the program even further.
We're going to shoot to double and triple those numbers, with the basic philosophy being that the numbers aren't important, but the more people we reach, that's what's important.
Smith has focused much of his group's effort on local governments and elected officials. The result is a better informed public and improved relations with surrounding communities.
I have been extremely pleased with the community relations program that EG&G has set forward. In the last 12 to 18 months, I think that the community relations between the City of Arvada and EG&G, Rocky Flats, DOE, has never been higher.
And I think that this really provides an opportunity for the residents in our communities, not just Broomfield, but surrounding communities, an opportunity to feel some level of comfort relative to their concerns that have been festering in some of their minds for years. It's really been, I think, that outreach, to reach out to the community, has been a great thing in providing that atmosphere of openness. And I think it's been building trust.
They have been, I believe, in the forefront of moving information out to the elected officials, out to the public through public hearings, not leaving it to chance and not leaving it to the special interest groups and not leaving it to the media. I think that's very critical and very important, and I commend them.
Sounds like a solid program.
It is, and they're really making progress, especially with local governments and community leaders. On the next edition of Central Avenue, we'll look at the Media Relations Group. They have the unique challenge of working with local and national journalists on stories about Rocky Flats.
And now our final story. The war in the Gulf has rekindled feelings of patriotism across the nation and across the plant. In Building 460, employees pooled their resources and purchased a flag to hang in their work area. Doc Will organized the effort.
Thinking back to the Vietnam War and the poor reception home that all the vets received then, we didn't want that to happen again, and we felt that we could maybe do something for that and keep the fires alive.
The Stars and Stripes were also raised outside of Portal 1. In a formal ceremony, the flag was raised in honor of troops serving in the Gulf. The national anthem was played and employees joined together in the Pledge of Allegiance. Elsewhere, many employees have raised their own flags. On cars, in offices, anywhere they can, employees have joined together in this simple display of patriotism. That wraps up another edition of Central Avenue. Thanks for watching.
Look for the next edition to arrive in your mailbox next June. We'll see you then.